Wild boar herds strike vast fields like a storm, destroying farmers' hard work. These rapid breeders bring endless trouble. In the US, Canada, and Australia, the boar problem is a farmer's nightmare, escalating into relentless daily challenges. Perfectly leveled fields are instantly reduced to a chaotic mess of deep pits and overturned soil. This journey takes you into the farmer's world to witness their struggle against this growing agricultural invasion. In Canada, over 79,000 wild boars are spreading to new areas. Moving in massive packs, they easily destroy agricultural defenses. Driven by endless hunger and powerful digging, they destroy farmland instantly, leaving farmers exhausted. In Australia, the issue is worse, with an estimated 17.8 million wild boars roaming the wild. They pressure native flora and fauna, placing 162 indigenous species under severe survival threats. Agriculture suffers $45 million in annual losses, excluding the massive costs of controlling these invaders. In the US, wild boars are the most destructive invasive species, ubiquitous in states like Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. Their farmland damage reduces biodiversity and disrupts ecology, forcing governments into long-term interventions. To combat this, hunting and trapping are sanctioned despite controversy. For these tools to work, traps require absolute precision. Understanding their habits is key. They roam near dried streams, swamps, and valleys, seeking food and shelter near forests. Terrain surveys identify these as prime spots for bait and traps. Once secured, the next task is luring the boars. As adaptable omnivores, they accept varied foods. The best baits are fermented corn, scraps, fruit, and molasses. A continuous bait supply is vital. If food vanishes, they migrate. Replenishing bait builds a return habit, increasing capture odds. This is the perfect time to set a trap, a heavy-duty corral at least 1.6 meters high to prevent them from jumping out. After 10 to 14 days, the boars acclimatize and drop their guard. Trapdoors remain open, offering free passage. Once a feeding routine is established, operators install triggers and scatter a bait trail leading inside. Modern traps feature surveillance and remote control, letting users monitor herds via mobile devices and trigger at the perfect moment. Though panicked herds smash the fencing when gates drop, escape is impossible. One trap can easily catch 40 to 45 boars. Footage shows farmers effectively using these systems to control destructive boar populations. Practically, these traps only excel when catching many boars at once, requiring specific terrain. In vast areas with scattered moving herds, stationary traps are inflexible and hard to sustain. In dynamic scenarios, firearms offer selective control to efficiently minimize agricultural damage. Since boars move in groups and return to familiar grounds, tracking them is relatively easy. Despite poor eyesight, their smell is sharp. A faint foreign scent triggers a panicked stampede. Due to this awareness, hunters must approach from downwind to minimize their presence. for safe, undetectable monitoring. Advanced optics and long-range rifles effective at 500 meters ensure precision. Rapid, accurate targeting prevents injured animals from escaping. The first shot's accuracy is critical. Some teams use tracking dogs. Their incredible scent skills locate and corral herds into tight areas. Once locked in, dogs bark continuously, helping hunters track the prey's shifting movements. Sometimes, robust dogs can physically subdue a boar in seconds, creating a safe capture window for hunters. Many doubt the safety of wild boar meat. While it can harbor parasites, it isn't inherently unsafe compared to farmed pork. With strict hygiene monitoring, proper heat treatment, and preservation, wild boar meat meets health standards. This global battle is fierce. In Alberta, the boar crisis struck like a storm, sweeping across the peaceful countryside. These are highly intelligent, adaptable hunters. They expand rapidly, threatening agricultural and urban safety. This nightmare began simply. A few European wild boars escaped and invaded this fertile land. They bred into massive nocturnal herds, destroying crops, farm infrastructure, and even invading town streets. The economic ruin is shocking. Annual losses exceed hundreds of thousands, with some regions losing $800,000 a year. For farming communities, this isn't just ecological imbalance, but a full-blown agricultural catastrophe. Traditional hunting fails due to the wild boar's exceptional learning capacity and hive intelligence. Acting like alert scouts, they keenly sense surroundings and bypass human traps. They shift foraging schedules to the dead of night, adopting secretive routes to evade threats. Astonishingly, they avoid direct contact. They analyze subtle scent markers or disturbed soil to adapt their behavior. Biologists found that herds have dedicated scouts, acting as vanguards to explore unknown terrain. Detecting human traces or disturbed earth, they warn the herd to instantly change routes and avoid danger. This avoidance strategy crosses family lines, spreading across herds like an intelligent survival network. Past single-point culling failed. Incomplete hunts taught survivors to identify danger, making human mitigation ineffective. How do we turn the tide? Scientists designed reinforced circular traps based on wild boar psychology. The trap's circular design eliminates straight lines and corners, preventing boars from feeling claustrophobic. Its expanded area blends seamlessly into farm edges, keeping it inconspicuous and lowering their vigilance. Monitored by cameras, operators wait until every pig enters. Then, remote heavy-duty gates slam shut for total capture. This design revolutionizes trapping. Capturing the entire herd prevents survivors from transmitting survival education to others. Herds return to identical feeding spots nightly. They pause for a sensory check before entering. This alert moment is the golden trapping window. The exact bait formula plays a pivotal role in this trapping strategy. After many field experiments, scientists found traditional dry corn couldn't satisfy these cunning boars. They formulated a potent mix of corn water, gelatin, and yeast. Fermented for days, its aroma masks human scents even in freezing winter. Drawn by this unique scent, boars develop rigid habits, skyrocketing the mass capture success rate. Alongside this system, Alberta rolled out rigorous licensing to oversee trapper qualifications, trap locations, and catch statistics. Data feeds a province-wide migration map. If a capture is incomplete, rapid actions prevent survivors from learning to evade. The Judas pig strategy boosted efficiency. Collaring and releasing a boar lets researchers track the herd's migration and social structure via satellite. With this data, managers deploy traps along natural corridors, choking off escape routes and stopping recolonization. This paradigm offers a systemic resolution. Models show 70% of boars must be removed annually, a quota traditional hunting cannot meet. Encouragingly, the modern circular trap is the only reliable tool capable of such a high cull ratio. With relentless maintenance, boar populations are declining. Untouched herds haven't changed habits, proving the system's long-term effectiveness. Strategically, teams blanket natural bottlenecks with traps, establishing checkpoints that drastically delay invading herds. This strategy protects farmlands and buys authorities time to execute a comprehensive eradication campaign.